is News 3 Now at 6.
Madison Metropolitan School District is moving all classes online this fall.
In that announcement they made earlier today, they said they plan on reevaluating how to move forward every quarter. Jamie Perez joins us live with a look at the plans so far. Jamie?
Right, well, the district still has a lot to figure out in terms of the details of how to proceed with this next school year and how to meet the expectations of every class, student, and parent. But they did answer some important questions earlier today. As MMSD announced its plans to go online this fall, many teachers are relieved.
We're very thankful for the action steps that were taken, and hopefully we will be more prepared and our students will feel more comfortable and safe.
The district is still hashing out a lot of the details as to how the online version of each class will work, but they're trying to make virtual learning this time around better than how it went as we ended the last school year.
We're really taking a conscious effort this time to build agency in students. And really a sense of how to self-direct their work as well. So there'll be a lot of intentional teaching.
They said they're taking into consideration a lot of feedback from parent surveys, providing hotspots to families who don't have access to the internet, offering online office hours, and providing limited in-person instruction for students with special needs.
The next step in this process is to the case managers, the special ed teachers, special ed administrators, and principals will be convening IEP teams, probably most likely in August, to make the determination about which students are most appropriate for face-to-face instruction.
While they're still working out details on how sports will look, how success will be measured, their main focus is to fill the gaps they experienced the first time around and make sure every student gets the education to move forward.
We'll continue to try to hear from you how things are going as we start to implement virtual learning in the fall and make our adjustments as we need to.
As I mentioned, still a lot of details to be worked out in their plans, which they're hoping to have a better idea of before the start of the school semester in September.
And Jamie Perez live at Madison Memorial. Jamie, thank you. We went to the Henry Vilas Zoo to see how parents are feeling about all this. And really, there are so many differing opinions. Some are sad to hear their children won't be returning to the classroom this year, but they understand why, hoping kids can maybe return to the classroom midwinter. Others have already been looking into homeschooling, saying virtual learning this spring went well.
We agreed 100% with it. We didn't want to really expose our kids. It's hard as a teacher, I think, to keep the classroom to standards with like the CDC standards and things like that, so I totally agreed with it.
I love the community that's built with their kids and families and teachers, and I was so hopeful that we were going to be able to go back, and I understand why we aren't, but I'm still really sad.
Many of the parents are worried about finding a balance. If they are working from home, how do they work while also acting as a teacher for their students? And if they can't stay home, who watches their children? We'll have continuing coverage on plans for this virtual start to the school year. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10. We're talking with a local tutoring company that's seeing an increase in business.
Let's check your first warn forecast now with meteorologist Chris Reese.
Now starting to warm up, or cool down rather, for us as the sun begins to set. Temperatures today, though, were a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. Here's that beautiful sky. A few decorator clouds out there right now. We're sitting at 85 after temperatures topped out into the upper 80s today. Still at 87 in La Crosse, Kenosha also at 85 for us. Fond du Lac coming in at 86. But we're talking about the heat as we go forward. Heat advisories go into effect tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to be sticking around until 8 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, if you're headed towards Chicago and northeastern Illinois, that's where it's from noon until 10 o'clock. Those dew points are on the increase for sure, already into the upper 60s and low 70s. We are solidly in that immediate OAP category as you step outside, but that humidity gets even higher. This weekend, I won't be talking much as those dew points soar into the 70s. No showers or thunderstorms in the state right now, but I'm watching what's happening over parts of Minnesota. That's where they have a moderate risk, level 4 out of 5 for strong severe thunderstorms tonight into tomorrow. That shifts towards the south. That's when parts of Wisconsin are in the zone to see some strong thunderstorms. We've got a busy full forecast coming up. I have a lot of information to share in a short amount of time. We'll get to that in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. The Madison man who suffered a serious head injury after his motorcycle was hit by an SUV has died. 24-year-old Charles Jackson was hit on the city's north side on Northport Drive at Troy Drive back on July 3rd. He was placed in a medically induced coma with a brain bleed. According to the Dane County Medical Examiner, he was ultimately pronounced dead on Tuesday. Jackson graduated from Operation Fresh Start and was working at Findorf. The SUV driver who had hit Jackson said he was turning onto Troy Drive when his view was momentarily blocked by another vehicle, and he did not see the motorcyclist until it was too late. Officials with the Wisconsin State Patrol say one person has died, another injured in a crash on I-94. This was eastbound near Deerfield. Multiple vehicles were involved in this crash. 3:30 this afternoon. All lanes were shut down, both east and westbound, so MedFlight had space to land at the scene. While MedFlight was there, one person died. No names have been released just yet. Eastbound I-94 near Deerfield is still shut down while that investigation continues.
Developing tonight, a 29-year-old man who ran from the scene of a fatal Columbia County crash is in custody. Just after midnight, officials say 29-year-old Mitchell Merks drove into a ditch, hitting a mailbox, then overcorrected and re-entered the ditch at a high rate of speed. Deputies found a 32-year-old male passenger inside the crashed truck, who was pronounced dead at the scene. This crash happened on Greenwich Road near Hagen Road. That is just north of Mud Lake. A canine search helped deputies find him hiding in a wooded area about a mile from the crash site. Merks was charged with homicide by intoxicated use of a motor vehicle and operating after revocation, causing death.
New at 6, Public Health Madison and Dane County is now requiring all businesses to post signs informing customers of the county's face mask order. Those signs must be posted at every entrance, clarifying that the mandate applies to customers, visitors, and employees. The requirement is effective immediately.
We have now surpassed 40,000 confirmed coronavirus cases in Wisconsin. There were also 4 more reported deaths in the last 24 hours. When it comes to the percentage of new positive cases, that went up a fraction of a percent. Over the last day, 6.6% of tests came back positive. Starting September 2nd, free COVID-19 tests will be available on the UW-Madison campus for students, staff, and faculty. The Wisconsin Veterinary Diagnostic Lab and Wisconsin State Lab of Hygiene are teaming up to make that happen. The goal is to identify cases, isolate and take care of people who are sick, and limit the spread of COVID-19 on campus during the reopening plan. The labs will work with the UW Biotechnology Center to scale up and automate testing in order to accommodate high volumes.
Area hospitals say they are concerned that a rise in hospitalizations could follow the recent upward trend in COVID-19 cases. Madeline O'Neill tells us about the plans they work on daily and why they say they're more prepared than they were in March. Maddie?
Both SSM Health and UW Health tell me that they learned lessons early in the pandemic that they're carrying with them as they plan for a possible increase in inpatient cases here. According to state data, there has been a bit of an uptake in hospitalizations in the south central region of Wisconsin, but health officials say it's still too early to say if that upward trend will continue. Still, SSM and UW Health tell me they're talking daily about how they would handle a spike and increase in how they would increase hospital capacity. Although UW Health Dr. Jeff Potoff says hospitals are now fuller with non-essential procedures resuming, they're coming up with ways to determine which procedures they could postpone should they need more hospital beds, and say they're more prepared than they were in March. He says we still need to be doing our part as well.
We're hopeful that we can make an impact on what we're seeing right now as far as suppressing the disease so that we don't get to the point where instead of, the big report of the day being the number of positive cases, that the big report of the day is the number of, record-breaking deaths in the state. I just like not to get there.
That means the usual, wearing masks, social distancing, and good hygiene. According to the Dane County Executive's Office, the Alliant Energy Center is still being held as a potential field hospital. If it comes to that point, of course, it hasn't yet here in Dane County.
All right, Maddie O'Neill live at St. Mary's tonight. Maddie, thank you. The Democratic National Convention has officially moved online. Yesterday, the DNC committee told members of Congress to cancel any travel plans for that convention. It was slated for the week of August 17th in Milwaukee. In a statement, the committee said the convention, including the voting period, will take place remotely. The Biden campaign says the former vice president will still deliver his acceptance speech in Milwaukee.
Vice President Mike Pence is stepping up attacks on Joe Biden. Here's what he had to say during a speech today in Ripon.
When you hear Joe Biden call for defunding the police, remember what's at stake. Law and order, safety, the peace of mind that you, your family, and your children have every right to enjoy as citizens of this country.
The Trump administration, the Trump campaign rather, has been running ads saying Biden supporters are fighting to defund police departments and that, quote, you won't be safe in Joe Biden's America. However, the presumptive Democratic nominee has firmly rejected defunding calls from left-wing activists.
Coming up next at 6, the traditional Sun Prairie event finds a way to continue on despite the pandemic. We'll hear what organizers have planned for the drive-through Sweet Corn Festival when we come back.
Grassmasters, fescue fanatics, and stewards of St. Augustine, to the springtime sprawlers, backyard scholars, and cultivators of the cul-de-sac. Whether you're a rookie or a pro, run with us. For all the green thumbers, newcomers, and toy picker-uppers, run with us on a John Deere mower, because this is more than just grass. It's home. Nothing runs like a deer.
Get your John Deere now at the Power Centers of Madison.
Gobin Cars Grand Opening Sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Gobin Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Hey, Dutch boy, show me Mocha Red.
Okay.
Does it have a smooth, durable finish?
Yes, and it's 50% more stain resistant.
You still talking to Dutch boy?
Dutch boy, show me Sleepy Purple.
Okay.
Oh, would you look at that?
That's better.
He'll still help us paint, right?
With Dutch Boy's quality paint and Menards expert service, you can twist off to something great.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
A good night's sleep starts with Steinhoffel's largest selection of name brand mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Right now, get a Beautyrest Queen mattress starting at only $399. Upgrade to a Beautyrest Black mattress and get $200 in Steinhoffel's cash and special 60-month financing. As always, get free delivery on your new mattress. Steinhoffel's has all of the best brands so you can try before you buy. Steinhoffel's is your mattress shopping destination.
Madison's 2020 Ironman triathlons are now canceled due to coronavirus. Those were scheduled for September 13th. The Ironman 70.3 Wisconsin and Ironman Wisconsin will return next year on September 12th. Event organizers say all registered athletes will receive an email with more information very soon. Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival is happening this year with a twist. You'll be able to buy sweet corn drinks and products from local restaurants, drive-through style. The festival is at Angel Park on Saturday, August 22nd. The first 500 cars to make it through the line will receive gift bags from the Sun Prairie Chamber of Commerce.
Another really cool thing to try to give a feel of community at a festival, right? 103.5, the Sun Community Radio has agreed to broadcast live that day from the event. And we're going to ask everybody that comes through the line to tune their radio. And they're going to do probably some fun trivia about Corn Fest in Sun Prairie to keep people interacted, keep people abreast of what's happening at the checkout areas and how fast the lines are moving.
Potosi Brewery will make a special batch of Sun Prairie Strong Prairie Pilsner specifically for that event. And some of those proceeds from the beer and food sales will be donated to the charities that lost money due to the traditional Sweet Corn Festival being canceled.
A Stevens Point woman started making face masks to help keep her community members safe while voting. But now it has grown much bigger. Brendan Scarborough from our partner station, WSAW, shares her story.
And wanted to make sure that if those who decided to go out and vote, that they had the protection to do so. I just couldn't sit around and not do something, so my kids and I just started sewing masks.
For Election Day, Ty made around 150 masks and put them and other items out to help people do their civic duty.
Just had them out at the end of my driveway. It had a bag with a mask and a brand new sanitized pen in it. Just so folks had their own pen to vote as well.
But the mask making didn't stop there. Word of Ty's mask got out, and then the request started.
I still have to go to work every day. I need masks, and so I would be mailing them masks in the mail so that they had what they needed to get out to work.
But Ty wasn't the only one on mask duty. The whole Mua house has chipped in.
My kids loved it. When I first started doing this, my kids helped me.
My 6-year-old actually sits at the window and likes to watch people come by and pick up masks and monitor when we're out.
Ty is almost at 900 masks made, and she's not stopping anytime soon.
You know, as long as I can still make them and have the time to, I will still try to squeeze in. The pandemic is not going to end anytime soon, and we're going to need them for the long run.
Talk about doing something good right there. Coming up in sports, how a Badgers women's hockey player is using her experience as a biracial athlete to make a difference. And the muggy weather continues with some shower and storm chances. Chris has the details next in your First Warn forecast.
We're celebrating the re-grand opening sale now at Ashley Home Store. We've partnered with the best mattress brands to bring you grand opening savings up to 60% off. Plus, no interest financing for up to 6 years. Shop your way in store or online during the re-grand opening savings event. Only at Ashley Home Store.
The summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The grand reopening sales event is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 50% off appliances, including clearance items available immediately while they last. Plus 18-month special financing. Shop online or in store at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You've heard me talking about the heat and the humidity all week long. That is getting ready to flex some muscle as we move into the weekend. This air mass is sending a core of heat towards the upper Midwest, and you can see that with the heat advisories in play for the nation's midsection, all the way from parts of Ohio and westward towards the Front Range and parts of the Dakotas and even down into Texas. Some excessive heat warnings, by the way, for parts of southern Minnesota, but throughout the entire southern two-thirds of Wisconsin, we are seeing those heat advisories. Those include us right here in the Madison area, going into effect at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, sticking around until 8 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me go ahead and show you why. This is 10:30 now tomorrow morning. Watch how it feels like temperatures are already into the low 90s at this point. That heat advisory goes into effect at 1 o'clock. That's when things begin to feel like triple-digit heat out there. This is the peak heating of the day. 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you're going to be feeling like as warm as 107 degrees. I'm watching this closely to see if any excessive heat warnings are issued for us. Now we're going to go all the way towards 8 o'clock. That's where we finally start to cool down in terms of the heat indices falling below 100. That's when we start to see that heat advisory expire at that point. But one of the things I want to point out, once your heat index is above 105 or right in between that 105 to 110 degree range, this is where extended exposure to the heat means heat exhaustion becomes likely. You're a lot more likely to see any kind of heat-related illness at this point. So with that being said, I wouldn't recommend wearing a suit or a sweater tomorrow for that much. Instead, try to stick to the light-colored and loose-fitting clothing. Avoid the alcohol. I know it's the weekend, but alcohol and caffeine, avoid that. Water is going to be best. Check on the pets. Check that back seat. As actual air temperatures warm up towards 90, your car heats up to triple-digit heat in a matter of minutes. Your car literally becomes an oven. Now, if the heat's not enough, we're also watching that thunderstorm threat as we go into the weekend. Saturday night into Sunday, a line of showers and thunderstorms could bring some high winds and hail. No showers and thunderstorms for us at the moment, but I'm watching what's happening across the north woods of Minnesota and how that will slowly begin to impact parts of Wisconsin. We could see some showers overnight tonight. That chance I'm a little iffy on. A stronger chance comes in tomorrow night and into Sunday. Let's go a little bit closer and take you hour by hour, okay? This is the rest of this afternoon and tonight. We're cooling down towards 73. A couple raindrops are possible tomorrow. Again, that chance isn't all that great, but here's that heat. That chance is great tomorrow. Highs will be in the low 90s for the afternoon. We'll begin to cool off at night. Here comes that line of showers and thunderstorms, and this is where we have the potential to see the damaging wind along with the heavy rain. Now, we'll cool off after that, though. By the time we get you towards Sunday, we're a couple degrees cooler. Still an alert day because it's going to feel like close to 100, but Monday and Tuesday next week will feel good as those highs return to the low 80s. It'll still be a little bit humid for us, though.
And coming up in sports, it's called Cardio for a Cause. The fundraiser Wisconsin RTC is putting on and why it's doing more than just growing the sport of wrestling. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Experience the joy of a bigger world in a highly connected Lexus vehicle at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Lease the 2020 UX 250 hybrid all-wheel drive for $309 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. You'll save big on every Amana, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Whirlpool. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators all come with up to 18-month 0% financing. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. Hey, we make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Summer is here. It's time to grab the family and hit the open road. To make sure your trip is safe, Meineke is now offering free brake pads. Call your Madison area Meineke for details. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
We've got the power. It's deer season at the Power Centers of Madison. John Deere compact utility tractors have the power and versatility to tackle the biggest jobs on your list. Multiple attachments are available, extremely easy to operate, control, and finesse. Make home and garden work fun with John Deere mowers. Mow, mulch, and haul your way to a beautiful yard. Get your John Deere now at the Power Centers of Madison.
Experience the adventure of a bigger world in a highly capable Lexus SUV at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Lease the 2020 NX300 for $339 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Saturday morning, the pandemic has led to a rise in new inventions to help avoid the virus. We're taking a look at the latest innovations to keep your family safe. Plus, Will Loper shares his favorite movies and shows of the week as the streaming wars expand. We'll see you at 5 and 8.
Starting on August 1st, the Wisconsin RTC is holding a Cardio for a Cause fundraiser, a fitness challenge where you can run, bike, swim, walk, or row to reach 2 goals. The first, 500 miles of cardio done in 30 days. But the second goal is more important. help promote equality and inclusion through wrestling. $35 gets you signed up, and the proceeds will be shared with the Black Wrestling Association and USA Wrestling's women's wrestling program to help grow the sport.
Most of the time, we started Cardio for a Cause with the purpose to increase diversity, equality, and inclusion within wrestling and our surrounding communities. And we want to bring to light the opportunity that wrestling creates, not only from an athletic standpoint, but to become leaders in life later on, and to have individuals utilize that experience and have an opportunity to succeed.
Sarah Nurse has a list of accolades a mile long. She started on the ice at Wisconsin, which led her to the Olympics with Team Canada. But as Melissa Kim found out, her journey as a biracial athlete in the hockey world hasn't always been easy, which is why the former Badger is speaking up for change.
From a very young age, Sarah Nurse felt that she was different.
I was, never white enough to be with all the white kids and never black enough to be with all the black kids.
And she became even more aware the moment she stepped onto the ice.
I've been told that my curly hair is nasty and that it shouldn't be flying out of my helmet like that.
In 2011, the NHL reported 7% of their players as non-white. In women's hockey, it's even less than that. Not exactly rolling out the red carpet for athletes like Sarah.
People say, you're a hockey player, why aren't you playing basketball? And, that's tough because that basically means that somebody like me may not be welcome in the hockey community.
But for the former Badger star, that attitude fueled her to where she is today. Playing in the pros and a proud member of Team Canada.
I know that when I walked into an arena, people looked at me, why are they here? Why is that family here? And so I really had to be good. I had to excel. And I think that's a huge barrier for people, minority, for females. If you don't excel at it, people are going to think that you don't belong.
But being a standout on the ice isn't enough right now. Sarah says it's her duty to use her voice, especially on social media.
I kind of believe that I have a responsibility to do that.
That way, little black girls can step onto the ice without hearing about what their hair looks like in a helmet.
I really want to see a change, especially in my little hockey world.
Another day, another Badger on the watch list. Jake Ferguson is the latest to feel some preseason love. The Wisconsin tight end was named to the Mackey Award watch list, which is given to the nation's top tight end. Last season, Ferguson caught 33 passes for 407 yards and 2 scores. Craig Counsell finally made it official that Brandon Woodruff will be his guy on the mound on opening day. Last season, the right-hander went 11-3 while striking out 143 batters. This will be Woodruff's first opening day start. Brett Anderson will get the nod for Game 2 if his blister heals. And Steve Stricker had a nice round, sits 4 under, tied for 8th. How about that?
Playing golf. Life could be worse. Let's go to Chris for final check of the forecast.
2 alert days in that forecast. Saturday and Sunday, the alert days are for the heat and storms overnight Saturday and into Sunday.
Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.